Alright. So last time on the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, you made your way back to Hither, to Bavlorna's cottage, to fulfill your bargain with the hag. And you gave her the sleeping, quote-unquote, sleeping portrait of Skabatha, which she took great glee in, and she escorted you to her treasure hoard upstairs. As she was fiddling with the lock, Karen, I think Pim, decided to sneak around the room a little bit. Found a locked chest with a couple things inside. There was an original Witchlight ticket from the original Fey owners, and a doll with a moon for one side of the face and the sun on the other side. You helped some little blights get water because they were very thirsty little plant guys. Inside the treasure hoard, you found a dead Lornling, which Bavlorna was quite upset about, and she ultimately determined that that the Darkling Elder, one of her minions, probably killed it and stole something from her hoard, which turned out she decided was a spool of string that was the color of negative emotions. Guy snapped her out of it though, says, "Hey, we have a bargain here, give me my lost item." And Karen reached into a statue of a toad, into the infinite darkness within, and pulled out a little bag of spices, which
a toad of holding.
Toad of holding, an infinite toad, which contained her sense of taste of the food variety. Not so much, maybe not so much still for her clothing. It's still up for debate. But Bavlorna, very distraught about this treachery, made her way back downstairs to her pool. And while Aster was, quote-unquote, trying to calm her down, Kal'zi began to run counterclockwise around her pool. And right as the hag was beginning to catch on, Aster let out a thundershock, and everyone started to run Windershins around this hag.
A little overkill, but
a little overkill. So as the little Lornlings defended her, their master, Bavlorna managed to escape on her enchanted lily pad through the well, and was on her way back to, on her way to thither, to what she thinks is to meet Skabatha in her lair. But you returned a heart to a heartbroken elf, and you blew up a hooch distillery, but not before getting ample supply, so you can enjoy it later. But
sure, a lot of fire in our way.
Yeah, there's sure a lot of explosions. Yeah. So I guess you're in Hither. What do you do?
Well,
weren't we going to go to Yon?
Yeah, Yon was the last place to really go, and there was a dead hag on its way there on a flying rocking horse.
A dead tiny hag.
Oh, and also Gray became a changeling.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yes.
The crown of whatever that stuff was is no longer around their head and can shapeshift at will again.
So every time you change the shape, I need to commission a new token.
Is it something where they're just constantly at whim, just changing from here to there, just based on like what you're thinking about?
Probably for the first hour of travel, yeah. Just because like it's been so long.
Like stretching your legs again.
Yeah.
Like you can't get it right at first, so like there's like an eye that's cross-eyed or in the wrong direction.
We took a long rest at the end of the last
Oh yes,
game,
and you
right?
all long rest and
We all leveled up.
Yep.
Why did I prepare sending?
Just in case. I don't know.
I mean, so sending, if for anybody who's not familiar, it's basically I can send a message to anybody in the same plane as me of up to 25 words, and then they can respond back.
That's so
in up to 20.
random.
I mean, it's basically you're calling
like-
somebody on the phone.
But like, why did you do that?
Unless I misclicked? I don't know.
You thought
I'm
you
gonna
were sending them to the afterlife.
I'm gonna unprepare that and prepare something else. Mass healing word.
Yeah, so you do know that Bavlorna was heading to thither.
But I think that she's going to end up going to Jan afterwards when she finds her dead sister, or the absence of her sister. So I think we're going to head them off at the pass.
Yeah, I thought that was what we had agreed to do last week. We were just
And then we cut off their head at the pass.
Oh my god.
Oh, angry.
So violent.
Hey, that's the thing that owned that pig girl.
You can definitely make your way back to thither. It will take, better part of a day to probably walk there.
And Squirt still has his oils.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. We're bringing him to. He can show us the way to Jan,
He's your
right?
guide to Jan.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to move on to Jan when everyone else is.
Trying to decide what I should take in spells.
I'll take you to the big map.
Nice addition.
So are we going to Jan, or are we going thither?
I mean, going to hither we could.
I thought we decided last week that we were going to go to Jan because there was no point in going to thither because what's her face will go to thither, realize, oh shit, my sister's dead, and then head to Jan. So we were going to go there to cut her off.
Here's the difference is, so if we go to thither, and she sees, but she's still there, and she sees Loomlurch on fire, it's still just us versus her. But if we go to Jan and she gets by us, it'll be two hags versus us.
But she also already has a head start and has like a, she don't know, she was like flying or something, wasn't she?
Yeah, that lily pad's gonna be faster than
yeah.
any of you.
I have something. I have something I can do to see where she might be ending up.
You could have kept sending, and then you could have sent a message to Will.
Actually, yeah, why not? I'll do that. I'll keep
send you a
sending.
message back.
Can people reply?
You can reply. Yeah, people can reply up to the same 25 words.
Okay, so she's
but
going
only
to reply.
once. But I also let me. Yeah. And it's probably weirder in like other languages like German where you can just make compound nouns with no actual limit, technically. Oh, come on. Let me just checking one other spell. Yeah, that's up to the DM.
I'm sorry.
Oh, if hyphens
it's up to
count.
the DM if hyphens count.
Because hyphenating makes it one word.
Yeah.
If that's the case, or if the answer is no, then good luck ever doing sending with Elvish.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, so let me keep. Yeah, so sending would probably be the best. I imagine it's been. We basically took a long rest to level up, so it's been probably several hours since
Probably
she
already
escaped, right?
their...
Do you only have sending after you rested?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it would be after the long rest.
Okay.
You're in the inn right now. I think you found the wandering inn.
So I can do that. It's a 4th level spell slot, but it's a spell slot, but it's a thing, and it's gonna take us a day to get to wherever we're going. So, want me to do that?
What's up to you?
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. So just because I only have 25 words just to prepare this, ask Will if they saw any word of Pavlorna coming through the Mario pipe.
Did you see Hag?
Through the particle pipe. Oh, you think you went down the pipe and it came out in another world? Is that how you think it works, Mark?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast.
Is Loomlurch still blazing?
Or 420 blaze.
Have you seen new Hag come around?
Here we go.
Have you seen dry, crusty hag?
I'm going to send the message to Will and say, Will, it's Kal'zi. Hag
the
may
Centaur
have...
used to be a elf. That guy. Anyway, I just wanted to say.
Hag may have escaped to Loomlurch.
That's one word.
Yep. That's 10. Does... or is it still burning? Have you seen other hag? You can reply to this message.
Yep.
25.
This message is sponsored by Rage.
Use the code. Hither, tither, dion. So it's like it's instant. Anywhere on
he
on
hears
the
it.
same plane.
He just suddenly hears Kal'zi's voice in his brain.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
basically.
I'll be terrified.
Oh yeah.
You wait a few moments. You hear Will's voice go. Loomlurch still burning.
He probably wouldn't know that he had a word limit. So if you want to play it like that, feel free.
Loomlurch is still burning. Had to hide from a frog hag. But she left pretty quickly. She mentioned her sister Endolin at Motherhorn.
Motherhorn. I will relay that to Will.
Horn?
I think it's another name, kind of like how we had Downfall and Loomlurch. It's Motherhorn. Probably named after... Wait, what? I gotta get into my Kal'zi voice. What am I doing? Yeah, so...
Nervous.
Oh god, I post now.
So, apparently, they fought a hag that came through, and she said she was heading to Motherhorn. Motherhorn.
So she's already on her way to Yon, then I'd imagine.
I think so. So
Squirt goes, oh, that's where I'm from. That's where Endolin lives. It's on the highest peak in Yon.
Oh, great. Mountain climbing.
Good thing I can float.
Oh, how wonderful for you.
Does oil freeze at high altitude, low it doesn't matter. Never mind. Let's go.
Well, if anything, it even makes it even easier to squirt.
Oh god.
Because there's less air.
Oh no.
Can we not do this time, please? Oh god.
What's that?
No. Kal'zi, you get back here right now.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to the little horky room.
Okay, so
Okay, does anybody have a stick and a branch on it that I can just because toilet paper? Never mind.
Moving on.
This is how we do it to the. All right. So,
on to Yon. Wander
Out
over Yon.
All right. So once more, you make your way through the mist, but this time, Squirt the oil can leads the way. He says, I was pretty lucky to escape from that place. Like, whenever they were always squirting my oil when anything got rusty, and like it was a hard job. A lot of squirting going on.
But you seem to like squirting. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I like to squirt on my own terms.
I mean, that's, I guess, fair.
Like, do you find it difficult when other people try to make you squirt?
He had this expectation, you know?
You have like, what's that called? Like, performance anxiety.
Yeah, like if you don't squirt before a big show, and they're expecting you to squirt, and like, it's like, no, the play depends on you squirting, you know? It's just, I can't keep up with that kind of pressure. Oh, I'm really opening up to you guys. Like, I'm comfortable around you guys. Now I can tell you things.
Not comfortable enough to squirt, I hope.
I think it's because we all fought a hag together. It really brings people together, I assume.
We did fight a hag.
No.
Yeah, that was cool.
You fought 2 hags, Squirt.
I did?
You put oil on the stairs of one hag, and then we were in with the oven on the other hag.
In a way, you couldn't have done it without me.
In a way,
Absolutely
yes.
true.
Squirt, have you... Or not Squirt, what's his name? What's his fucking...
Squirt.
Why did I call him Squirt?
That's his name.
Oh, his name is Squirt.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like... Can't believe I'm asking this.
Do it. Do it.
Have you ever, like, prematurely...
He goes, well...
Only my first time.
Well, how dare you think such a thing?
No, I'm, just, like, you said you're feeling very close, so I thought you might be able to divulge that sort of information.
It's like, well, there was this one time, but then, like, the mist starts to dissipate, and you see the mountainous region of Yon in front of you.
Hey, look, everyone, it's a mountain range. Not to distract from the conversation.
Oh yes, much more interesting.
And those 2 large peaks over there must be the Motherhorn.
Oh, I understand now.
We get the thing here.
Ooh. I like how we can see everything this time.
Yeah, I decided not to do that. So.
Yeah.
It really feels like, no, you're going everywhere. Don't worry.
Don't you worry. How's the volume? Volume good?
Be a little higher.
Tad lower or higher.
Turn it up on your own, though, can't you?
Yeah, I'll go in my own.
Jeez, Mark.
Fine, it will. Jeez.
You stand on a path that wends between rocky crags on a mountainside. The sky is dark and full of rolling thunderclouds. You are greeted by a howling wind. For a second, lightning splits the sky, striking nearby mountaintops and illuminating a distant pinnacle of rocks that has a foreboding castle carved out of it. Squirt goes, "That's Motherhorn."
I was just about to say, do you reckon that's where it is that we need to go?
All the way at the top.
Great.
I guess we better keep going, one foot in front of the other. Kal'zi, can I hitch a ride?
All right, jump on.
Use my super climbing abilities to like scurry up bizarrely fast.
It's like a sped
Just
up.
don't say giddy up this time.
This
Okay.
time?
I imagine we've been walking a couple times and she's...
It's like there was a first
This
time.
isn't Yeah. This is not the first time we as a group together. She's Randy Newman.
Realize I got tiny legs, but I do have quick walk speed. I'm a 35 walking speed.
Oh, I've got 40.
It's also got more legs, Kal'zi.
Yes, 10 feet for each leg.
Is that how you walk? Each step is 10 foot with Witchlight.
10 feet. I have the weirdest gait. Okay, so, where to first?
Right now, you're just kind of on a path leading up. There's really no place to go, but it doesn't take long for you to meet somebody. You see two figures standing on an outcrop of rock, outlined against the stormy sky. One is a slender female elf wearing a crescent moon mask, and the other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion with a small rapier strapped to its stem. A honeybee, the size of an orange, buzzes around the dandelion's bright yellow head. The elf is the first to notice you. As she points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them.
Hello?
Dandelion takes this rapier. Oh, who goes there?
The carnival.
The carnival, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What carnival do you mean?
The Witchlight Carnival.
This one definitely is loud, so hold on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did have some music, but I forget which ones are which.
Oh, this works. It's got music in the background.
Yeah. The elf in the crescent moon mask. She kind of looks at you saying, "So you say you're from the Witchlight Carnival?"
At your service.
She says, "Amandor, put down your sword. They're from the carnival."
Kal'zi quickly looks back at everyone and is like, "What the fuck? I didn't think that would work."
Why would I look back?
Sorry, Aster. Oh my god, I did it again, didn't I?
You just switch characters?
Yeah, fucking for real.
I can't do an accent, so I'm gonna have to do a different accent for Aster.
Anyway, Aster looks back at Kal'zi and everybody else.
So a couple things. You noticed, Pimner. Just like everyone else, as they entered their hag's realm, when you entered this realm, you felt that what you lost is somewhere here. But for you, it's definitely like a weird feeling, because it's something that you've kind of always felt like almost your entire life. At least when you've been at the carnival itself. But here it's like amplified. It's even stronger. The sense of something missing, but close by, and you don't know if you can reach it. The second is, you look at this elf, and she looks extremely familiar. And let me roll a history check for me. Actually, you and Aster.
Oh.
Did I everyone just
3.
3.
Oh, fucking
6.
6.
Here we go.
So yeah, you're not quite sure why, but you're feeling very anxious, or just looking at this elf. Like it's something from your past that has frightened you.
I would like to try and take a hide action.
Sure, give me a stealth roll.
That's terrible.
Yeah, since they're all watching you, they just immediately see you hide behind probably Aster.
Well, I imagine she's still riding on me, so
Yeah.
she's trying to just hide behind my mane or my
She's
ponytail.
Flanking.
Sneak behind your torso.
Back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you?
Still hiding, trying not to acknowledge that they're probably talking to me.
Pim, they're talking directly to you. It's not working. You can get up from the side of me. They know you're there. I just turn around so they can see her. I imagine she's like hanging off the side of me, trying to hide.
It's more like I was riding, and then I was just like kind of ducked behind you.
Yeah.
So I'm literally still seated on top of you like a rider, but I just ducked behind your torso.
I turn sideways.
Here's a picture of the dandelion.
Oh, that's so nice.
Sir Dandelion.
He looks quite dandy.
Amandor and Pollinella, the honeybee. You really haven't introduced her yet. But the elf goes, I do apologize, but let me introduce myself, and she says, my name is Gleam. And as she says that, a crack of lightning fills the sky. And you notice, without like any effort, that she does not have a shadow. The dandelion does, but she does not. She goes,
Spooky.
At all?
You're not gonna believe this, but I used to work at the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh, really?
Me and my sister, yeah.
Who's your sister? Is she still there? I mean, to see.
She goes, should I have their names right here, sorry. Oh, you mean Glister? No, she's not there anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, if she was, I would still be there. But Amandor, the dandelion, speaks up. We are actually on a quest to save her twin sister from the hag, Endelyn Moongrave.
Oh, is she taken?
And the honeybee goes, Bzzz. What's that? It's like, oh yes, I'm getting to that. We are also, I just completed a quest saving the queen, Pollinella, from a cyclops that was holding her captive. It was a daring adventure. But Amandor became victorious. She starts hovering around. The honeybee starts hovering around Karen.
Oh, what? Yes? Hello? I'm Karen. Pleasure.
Oh, right.
Queen.
Monarch. Yep.
It's like,
Yes.
oh, she must recognize royalty.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I try to keep humble and don't really tell too many people about it. But once you've asked, I'm afraid... yes, it is I, the monarch.
Well, may I pledge my loyalty to you, your majesty? And
Oh, the more the
You
merrier.
really don't have to.
I insist.
I don't know. We have a we have a flying companion with us. And point to Squirt. Don't worry, it's a snout, not a stinger.
What?
Squirt.
Well, don't we have the same thing in common where we want to just go kill a hag?
You're gonna kill the hag?
I think so. I think we're gonna try and kill it. I don't know.
We
Is
already
that what
killed her sister, so...
Oh,
You
yeah.
killed Hourglass Coven? The other
What were you
members?
planning on doing?
Well, were you just gonna give her a slap on the wrist and say, don't do that again?
Well, we were planning a little sneakier, something a little more sneaky. Then we were
I feel like
going
something a bit more permanent is
to sneak
more
in,
effective, but...
rescue my sister, and then escape through the portal back to the Witchlight Carnival.
Aye, and then the hags would still be in charge and causing chaos here, and still be in charge of the carnival.
That's true. Yeah.
Sorry, what portal?
Oh, yeah. That's true. What portal? Sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving. Haven't had a bite to eat all day. What portal are you talking about?
I assume that there's another mirror. I think all the hags have mirrors that probably lead back.
Oh, this
Wait,
one.
you know the way to get back.
Well,
They certainly wouldn't use the mirrors on themselves. Did you look at any of them?
I tried not to.
Well, there is a way to get back to really wherever you want at the beacon up the mountain. But unfortunately, there's some complications there. But once we rescue my sister, we're gonna figure that all out and return to the carnival, and we can start doing our act again.
Is it like is it a portal that you just like jump through, or is it similar to the mirrors?
I think you jump through it.
Oh.
Thinking about where you want to go.
Is it...
You two are obviously from the carnival. Did they forget about us that quickly there?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been there my whole life, and I have no recollection of you. How long have you been gone?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask you this then. Do you know me?
She says no. I'm sorry.
Well,
Who's leading the who are the owners of the Witchlight Carnival when you were there? Was it still Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
Oh yes, they were very kind to us. They gave us their own act and everything during the Big Top Extravaganza.
Aster, you just see Aster like counting on his fingers, like.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how old I am.
Well, I guess. I guess after my sister got kidnapped and I went to follow, they took down our posters. Has it really been that long?
I'm going to assume yes. I'm trying to think now. God, I can't even remember.
Well, what kind of act did you have? Maybe that'll help.
Oh,
was it trapeze, magic?
All sorts of acrobatics.
Oh.
Aster looks back at
Karen's
like,
gonna lean in.
"Whoa."
Acrobatics, eh?
We already know that time seems to work weird here.
Yeah.
It's both faster and doesn't work. It doesn't
That
exist.
is true, actually, Kal'zi, because your granddad, whatever he was,
Yeah.
he seemed to think that like almost no time had passed, right?
It seemed like only been 8 years for me, but it had been a good while.
Longer for him.
Yeah.
Or something like that, anyway.
And that little star was still a kitten, practically.
Yeah.
And how many years was he gone?
A couple, at least in the other world, from his dad's perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a wonderful acrobatics routine. They called us the Solion twins. Because I performed the moon, and my sister performed the sun. Oh, it was a wonderful act. But that changed when Endolin and her shadows took her away. And, I'll just read the lore real quick.
No way.
First I didn't know. But it's because of her prophecy. She's convinced that she will die during an eclipse. And not just any eclipse, because here in Redmare that's impossible. The sun and the moon never cross paths. They barely move. But even the symbology of an eclipse.
I know exactly where this is going. You and your sister create an eclipse.
Exactly. And I went to try to free her, and I was captured, and that's when she took my shadow. I heard the most awful stories about her shadows and what they do to children at the carnival, and it's horrible to think about.
Kal'zi, you feel Pimner shaking on top of you. She hasn't really moved much, but she's just like shaking and trying to hide it.
Let me see if I'm gonna roll something. See if I can pick up on that. Probably a perception. I'll probably start noticing, and I'll probably just like whisper back to Pimner. I was like, Pim, are you okay?
No, natural 20. Gleam definitely notices you, like, trembling. And she goes, "Oh dear. Did my shadow do something to you?"
Kind of like look back between them.
Why did you say that?
I think my friend here is just afraid of heights. Maybe
it's just cold.
Mountain. Or we're up in the mountains. It's cold, chilly. Brr.
It's cold in here. I'd say there must be some, and then Kara starts going off and like remembering. It's like this is my routine that got me the monarch. He's completely oblivious. It's not even trying to help Pimner. It's just like very much in her head. It's like, oh, cheer time.
Well, that's very nice. You practice hard enough, I guess you could have your own part to play at the big top extravaganza. Oh, I do miss the carnival so much. Made so many people happy there. Me and my sister.
I mean, probably once upon a time, yes. Well,
if you do come across my shadow, and she kind of hesitates, says, "Don't hold back. I know how much pain it's caused people."
Okay. Well, glad we have your permission.
But Amandor goes, "But Gleam, you do know that without your shadow, then, nobody in the Feywild will trust you. It's old superstition, but luckily I am above that." She goes, "I know that. But if it means no one else gets hurt." She kind of glances towards Pimner. And I guess
shrinks back a bit.
I guess I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Paul Noah. Biz. Oh, calm down.
I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know. I guess we all both going to want to do the same thing, but in different ways?
Well, I think we're on a common quest, the Midor says. And I insist we come with you.
Turn back to Pimner. Pimner, is that okay with you, or do you want to just keep separate?
Oh no, I'm fine. This is fine.
Oh, fine. Here now. Thank you. How are you?
Well, there's a little like.
If that's the case, well, as we said earlier, the more the merrier. We've got our band of people, a floating oil can,
hello,
giant bee, a walking flower, a moon, a centaur, Satyr, a halfling, a changeling, and a cook.
And a Karen.
And a Karen.
Can't believe you forgot me, Kal'zi. I am...
And a monarch.
And a monarch.
A monarch.
We already mentioned the bee.
Maybe you could be the new monarch of Prismere.
I have to go home and do things. I have things on my list.
I have to be home for supper. I hope I'm not late.
Just went to the carnival really quick.
It's like, well, we have spent much time here in Yon if you have any questions.
Well, this one here knows... Well, that one knows how to get to... The Squirt knows how to get to Yon. Does he... Well, no, he knows where we're going. Motherhorn.
To the motherlode.
Squirt goes like, well, my job's finished. I'm just hanging around because you guys are fun.
Okay. Do you know how to get up to the Motherhorn?
Well,
Up to Motherhorn?
It's a pretty straight path. Up to the top.
Straight up?
Up, and up.
Anything we should know about the way there?
Well, I wasn't recommending your plan really is to kill Endolin. Old Creeping Lynn, they call her. It may do to have some allies. And I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about an army.
An army.
Oh, I call it that. Yon's home to two different tribes of people. One are the Korreds. Live all around, but they tend to gather in a place called Lockberry Hinge. And the other are...
What was the name? Sorry, I'm writing this down.
I'll paste it here.
Okay.
Lockberry Hinge.
Lockberry Hinge. But what was the group name?
They're called Korreds.
Korreds.
And the others are the Briganox that live in the caves and the mines. They don't really like each other very much, though. But if you want to assault Motherhorn, then they could, provide some backup. Endolin has some very dangerous allies.
Well, it would be nice to have more than just us for a change.
Yeah. Well, last time we had the kids, that was kind of a... let's not remember that. That didn't, let's learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, this time they go first.
Yes.
Always put the children first.
So, well, we should find one of them. Where do we want to go to first? Which one's closer?
She goes, it's pretty much either way.
Well, let's just go
and choose first.
Well, he said Lockberry Hinge and Korreds first, so let's head there.
And she turns to Aster and Pimner. Mostly Aster. She's like trying to avoid looking at Pimner because she tells it makes her uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Gleam asks Aster, does Burley still work at the carnival?
Guy?
Oh, that's wonderful. I've always liked Burley.
Still swelling up his brain. Valuable information.
He was very smart. If you know him, then you must know about Hurley, his brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Motherhorn too.
Oh, that's so.
I don't think he's a prisoner like my sister is, but he is there. He's one of the performers.
Of his own volition, or?
I believe so, but he's not very good.
Well, they can't all be early.
You remember, Hurley, like, like Burley is kind of like the more soft-spoken one. Hurley was kind of not a brute, but a little more loud, quicker to anger.
Mm-hmm.
Like without his brother to calm him down, kind of even him out, then you think he probably would have been kicked out of the Witchlight Carnival like years and years ago.
Oh.
I was just saying. Korreds first? Blackberry Henge, which is, I assume, some sort of, probably a nice boarding house of some sort.
There's also the Fey Beacons, where that portal is I mentioned.
I mean, if nobody's objected to Lockberry.
She does say that there's a elven prince at the Fey Beacons, trying to activate the portal as well.
You trying to get home then?
Yeah. I wouldn't call that a priority, but it could prove useful.
So they're not working then?
Oh no, he's been trying to light those beacons for as long as I know him.
Well, the number of permutations of possible things to do to light the beacons was limited. We'll
Wait,
get to it eventually.
they were your exit route, weren't they? So how were you planning on using them?
Well, we just have to solve his little problem of lighting the beacons, and then, according to him, Endolin told him that that was the way home.
Old Creeping Lynn told him that? The one that seems untrustworthy?
Well, I know what you think about hags, but they always have they always have a catch. If she says lighting the beacons will open the portal, then I believe her. The problem is that he just can't get the beacons all lit at the same time. They keep going out.
Oh, are they not near each other? Are they far away?
They are far away, but these creatures are constantly putting them out.
Oh. Well, that's very good information.
No. Yeah, I guess we should probably deal with that before we go for the hags, but...
Yeah.
First things first.
If you plan on just dealing with the hag, then you probably just knock on the front door, but I see what's inside. There's shadows, darklings.
Oh, no, I fully agree with you. Stealth is probably the best thing. Probably good to have backup, though, just in case.
We should, probably prepare ourselves way before then. I've got the ability to cast daylight. That might help against things that strive in the dark.
You can cast daylight.
Well, not right now, but after a long rest I could.
She kind of gestures to the clouds. I haven't seen deadlights. I haven't seen daylight.
Deadlight.
I haven't seen the deadlights. I haven't seen daylights since I've arrived.
Yep, I do have the ability to prepare daylight. Also, animate dead, but
she suddenly feels like frowns a little, saying, "Not only the sun, but also my sister, the sun."
Yeah, I didn't mean it to do that. I just...
You made me a promise.
Okay, what?
Once me and my sister are reunited, that you can show us the daylight, show us the sun, even if it's if it's just a mimicry of it.
I promise that. Yes.
Well, that's another thing to look forward to then.
Better not be one of those things where, as you're dying, you're like, "Show me the light," and that it's too dramatic. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see everyone alive when we get out of there.
Hopefully you don't have to use that animate dead spell.
I can show you Gust of Wind. Have you ever seen wind? I can do that.
I've never seen wind, no.
Oh, okay. It's
Neither have I.
How do you see wind, Kal'zi?
No, I meant the effect of... Oh, never mind. You know what? I'm not even going to cast it. Never mind. I had the Sea Wind spell all set up. They'll have everybody see wind, but now they're making fun of me.
It's a level 9 spell, Sea Wind.
Now you mentioned a henge.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, that's where the Korreds of Yon live. Have you ever met a Korred? Or a Brigand Knock?
Can't say that I have, unless they go by other names in the other places.
Well, I just adore them both. Korreds are these little fuzzballs. Like, imagine like a gnome, but they're just hair. Just a little round ball of hair.
Ew. That sounds awful.
Oh no, they're lovely. And think of Brigand Knocks. Think of...
Sounds like something Star would, hack up.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
And Brigand Knocks, I think are just so cute. They're like little mice, and they, a lot of them have little mustaches, and they have little pickaxes, and they just start digging in the rocks. Oh, they're just so cute.
So we have fuzzballs and minor mice, and they're going to help us take out the hags.
It's like, oh, don't underestimate them.
Honestly, you're probably right. This is the Feywild.
So I don't know if there's more handouts to show you. Here is a picture of Glisterain Lee.
I like their art. Yeah, I noticed, I was looking on this map, top left and bottom right, are moon and sun masks, and then I noticed on her icon, oh, her sister's the sun. But luckily it wasn't hidden information.
Yeah, not really. You find out, right? She just, tells you
her
weakness, really. These are our handouts.
I know, onward to Lockberry Henge. What is a henge, anyway?
It sounds like a Beatles song.
Strawberry Fields. Lockberry Henge.
Let's roll for a random encounter.
It just means an old monument of a circle of stone.
Oh.
It's like Stonehenge.
I mean, I got that, but I never really thought about what a henge specifically was, but I guess that makes sense.
Actually, now that makes it a bit redundant a name then, if
Stonehenge?
Stonehenge, with a henge being something made of stone.
It's an ATM machine. Or chai tea. Seven. What do you think the 7 is? I think we're going to find a pony.
It's lucky.
That's
oh my god.
Music. That's pretty good music.
But for us or them?
Yeah. No, it depends on the type of pony.
Aren't you effectively a pony?
No, I'm a centaur.
That's why I said effectively, not that you are.
I am not effectively a pony. There's an effect that ponies have that centaurs do not.
We still have the top of that unicorn costume.
I mean,
we could just put a horn on him.
I mean, I guess you could. A centaurnicorn. Unitar? Is that like a minotaur? But they only have instead of a maze, they're in it's like a small room with no windows.
That's trying to find wind sound.
Yeah, they look for weather in the battle bards. I think they have one. The second thing.
Whoosh! I am the wind.
I am the walrus.
Let's all do ASMR.
I can't. Oh, the freaking audio suppression on my end. It's like we're watching that Miyazaki film, Wind Rises. Everybody did wind sound effects for the movie.
There we go.
There you go. Wow, you're really good at that, Sam and Steph.
Thanks. Right, so you start making your way upwards to Lockberry Hinge, and you see a little goblin child in overalls, and she's flying a kite on a blustery plateau, and the kite is laughing.
Oh. I mean, that's not the weirdest thing I've seen today.
She doesn't seem to notice you as approach. She's like just concentrating, trying to keep this kite afloat.
Is like the kite just laughing? It's not like saying anything?
It's like the kite is just cackling.
Like in a fun way, or is it like...
It's almost
evil?
It's like a cruel way.
Oh.
He's like, stop laughing! Stop laughing!
Should we go see if we can help him? Looks like
help or hurt them, whatever we need to do.
I mean, either way, it's one of them will probably need hurt, and one of them will probably need help. You over there, young goblin?
Oh, who said that?
Me back here.
I don't want to turn around. I can't take my attention off the kite.
Okay, we'll come over there. Kind of just start trotting over into his eye line and be like, hello?
Yeah, I see this.
Okay?
Yeah, I see this little goblin girl. She's like, oh, I've never seen a centaur here before. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Are you all right?
She goes, my arms are so very sore. I don't want to fly this kite anymore. But if I let go of the string, Creeping Lynn says I'll become an old thing. The curse comes from those 5 blue bows, but they won't come off while the wind blows.
How far away is the kite?
The kite is 40 feet in the air.
Oh.
And you see 5 blue bows tied along the length of at about 8-foot intervals, starting at about 5 feet from... She introduces herself as Penia.
Yeah.
That's a big kite.
Yeah.
She says, so she says, if I let go, then I'll become old.
Well,
could I don't know, could someone like shoot it down, or
I mean,
how do you stop wind from blowing?
But like when Endolin said, like, punishment for stealing from her play, I just had to fly a kite. I didn't know, like, I had to be flying it forever.
Can you reel it in any bits and make it closer?
It's like all the bows have to be in the air.
Okay, but you need them detached.
Can you tie it to something?
Yeah.
So, you do notice that, like, she's been in, like, a bad mood. And when she was talking to you, she seemed to calm down just a little bit, and the wind started to slightly dissipate. But then, like, when she realized her situation again, it just starts to, like, speed up again.
How old would you, become?
I don't want to think about it.
Okay. Kind of look over at everybody. Does anybody have the ability to fly?
At this point, the kite starts laughing again. It's like, Hey, stupid little goblin child! And, like, she starts, like, oh, that stupid kite! And the wind starts to go even faster. And, like, even more wild. Like, she tries to hang on even harder. Like,
1 second, little girl. Okay, everyone huddle.
Yeah.
So, whenever the wind... You have to get down here, Kal'zi. You shot up, like, 4 feet recently.
I'm sorry. Just getting used to this again. I lean down. I basically go on my, like, horse knees.
I like the visual of, like, we all have our arms around, and as it, like, pans around, it's just, like, a horse, like, chest. So, like, okay, so we need to make the girl really happy or something, or really calm, and potentially the wind will stop blowing, if you've all noticed that, maybe? Hmm?
But if it doesn't...
How? Any of you know how to make a child happy?
I could,
Absolutely not.
I literally passed up calm emotions. I was picking my spells.
I do have fairly high performance. I mean, kids would cry at the carnival all the time and stuff, or get upset, and so I'd go around and cheer them up. I think I have some tricks. I mean, every kid loves a cartwheel. And if you do a lot of them, there's a point where it gets boring, but then they get impressed that you did so much, and so then it, like, gets even more exponential.
But it sounded like she wants to keep the kite in the sky until we can get somebody can get the bows off.
No, she said it was that when the wind stops blowing is when it ends.
Is that true, Joey?
I'll repeat that last part.
The wind stops blowing is how long she has to hold it up for?
So, like, I kind of messed up near the start, but, like, she, it's not that she has to fly forever, it's just that the wind is so strong that, you know, it won't come down, and if she lets go, then, like, she's going to be cursed. And since the kite keeps heckling her, like, the wind is just, you know, always strong.
Because I think the line was, the bows can't come off as long as the wind's blowing, so then even if we shot them off, they magically would not come off, because it has to be, the wind has to stop blowing and then we can take them off.
That's what I'm getting from all that, too.
She goes like, well, you seem like a pretty good shot, think you can shoot that stupid thing out of the sky?
Well, sorry, I was, translating. I was like, well, so... are you getting upset because this thing keeps laughing at you?
It's so mean.
Oh, I can do something about that.
It's like, well, like what?
How would you like it to basically be silent?
Saying, I would love for it to shut up.
Now, I can put the silent on you, so you can't hear anything. But as long as you stay where you are,
you mean I'll be silent, or everything around me will be silent?
Everything around you'll be silent, but just for the as long as the spell is up. Because if that thing's 40 feet in the air and it could fly anywhere it goes, I can't guarantee that it's going to stay in the spell's area. Actually, you know, it probably would. It is a 20-foot radius, so...
Yeah, it's just 40 feet in the air.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can definitely cast it up there, because the range is 120 feet, and the effect is a 40-foot radius, so that is a lot of feet, so I don't think it'll fly much around. So, yeah, I'll give that a shot. Yeah, so it's 40-foot diameter. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will, and I think I have ritual. I keep looking it up. I'm a cleric. I have ritual spells, ritual casting. I will take 10, just hold on for 10 minutes and 6 seconds, and you think you can do that?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? All right. We will just cast it then. I will cast...
I've been here for, days. I guess I can last 10 more minutes, but that's...
You really have to use the bathroom.
That's forever.
I will go ahead and then just cast Silence. It is a 20-foot... I will cast it near the kite. and no sound can penetrate the 20-foot diameter sphere around where I cast it.
You're casting it on the kite.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, or around the kite, because you can't cast it on an object or on a creature or anything.
Well,
right? You can cast it on a point.
Okay, so basically the area around you, this big bubble, just becomes silent.
More or less.
And like it's like so you can't even hear your heartbeats. It's so quiet and it's kind of eerie. And the little goblin girl looks around and it's like you see your mouth move and nothing's happening, and then like you just see your mouth open like she's screaming as loud as she can, but like nothing's coming out, and she just starts like just kind of laughing and like begins mock screaming again.
I give her some thumbs up, but I point at the kite and tell her to reel it in.
Yeah, and,
kind of motion to reel it in.
Yeah, so even though you can't hear the wind anymore, like the wind is getting slower and slower, and it starts like lower to the ground, and she gets all excited. She starts like hopping up and down. She points to the little bows.
I go over and just detach the bows when it's close enough.
The kite begins to hop over to you. It starts trying to smack at you, like it's like it's an animated kite, so it's starting to like whack at you with its like little wind parts.
I mean, I'll step on it. Is it a tiny creature?
It is a tiny creature.
Small, tiny creature. I'll step on the kite and try and pin it to the ground.
It's like cracks. It's like
that wooden frame in it is just like
yeah.
Are there any nearby kite-eating trees?
It's like tries to get away, but like, you have your hoof on it. It's like, nope, you're not going anywhere.
Bow 1, bow 2, bow 3, bow 4, and bow 5.
Yep, you all quickly quickly get the bows untied, and after a moment, there is a wind, but it's definitely not as loud as before as the sound comes back.
Yeah, I as soon as that's done, I will release the spell. Stop concentrating.
And take that, you stupid kite! And she kicks the kite over the edge of the little cliff.
No, it has wind over the side of it. It just comes back up.
And she just like puts her tongue out. It's like, bleh! Stupid kite.
Oh, there you go.
It's like, here I had a little cave I used to hide out in. Right around here. We can. Quick, I'll give you payment.
Okay.
Just follow me.
Okay. Insight check.
What'd you steal from her theater anyway?
What'd I steal?
You mentioned all of this was because you stole something.
Just some, little props they use in their play. I mean, it's nothing special. I guess if that's how Lynn's gonna treat something as small as stealing a little prop, then I'm not going back there. I'm gonna stay right here, and after a minute you get to this little cave. I'm staying right here. I don't care if my parents are there. I'm gonna wait here until Lynn's gone.
Wonder if it was anything you knew, Squirt.
Why, you saying all props know each other?
You used to be there.
Yeah.
I was not a prop. I made sure the props worked well.
Oh, you were the prop master.
Yes. But she will reach into one of her pockets, pull out a trinket.
More trinkets. I'll put them in my... I don't have pants anymore, so...
Someone roll me a D100.
I shall...
They've been converted into saddlebags.
70.
Right, she takes out a little flask with these little glowing worms inside them. And they have this, like, joyous, like, sunny color to them. Like, they're very happy. And, I found these worms in a cave nearby, and, when I'm happy, they show the color happy, and when I'm sad, they show the color sad. And, I want you to have them for saving me.
Oh, mood worms. Yeah, I used to get these in a box of candy corn, caramel corn.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I will. As you can see, it's making me very happy.
Don't eat them. They're alive.
No, I'm not.
So how is Kal'zi feeling when he picks them up?
Confused at first, but then, as I said, I probably have seen them in my youth. So, to put a serious note on it. So, kind of brings back warm nostalgia.
Yeah, when you pick them up, they like turn gray, in like really no color at all. Just like, but then they eventually start turning like a nice warm color, like a nice comfortable color for you. Which I guess can be any color you want that makes you feel comfortable.
Light purple.
Centaur colored.
Yes.
Right, but that is a trinket you can add to your inventory.
All right, mood worms.
Mood worms.
Go fishing. All right, well,
I like the idea you have to remind people not to eat them.
Yeah.
I mean, they look yummy. It does say spectral glowworm, so I wonder if they're like ghosty.
Well, in a group, they look like a Tide Pod.
The glowworm challenge.
So many avoidable poisonings.
It's a little time. Alright, so she says she's gonna stay in this cave. She doesn't want to go back to Motherhorn and deal with Endolin.
As long as Endolin's still there, though. Maybe we can help fix that.
Yeah, kick her in her shins.
Oh, we'll do quite more than that. Don't you worry.
Does she even have shins? I don't know.
Bigger shins? No. Wait, why would you say? Why would you say? Does she even have shins? What does she look like?
She kind of goes quiet. I don't like to talk about it.
Wait, we want to know what we're getting into.
Yes.
And they've all been disgusting, and I can only imagine how much more disgusting this one is.
So you've actually
have shins.
Yeah, so you've actually seen at least the face of Endolin in the portrait, and
it hurt. Good.
And what you can tell is like it was like a black veiled figure, and underneath the veil, it almost looked skeleton-like.
Corpse bride.
I don't know who would want to be her bride. Not me.
We're not here to kick shame.
Aster, she's like a kid.
She's a goblin. She could be like 60 years old. We wouldn't know.
I'm 6.
Whatever.
That's actually like 8. That's actually like adulthood for a goblin. I'm not joking. They like kobolds and goblins get like 4. Yeah.
Moth was only like 8 years old.
I have 7 children.
Exactly. Yeah, she's 6. She probably has like 10 kids. Anyway.
Then maybe she is 2. 2 years old.
In goblin years. As long as we keep saying in goblin years around this.
Alright, well, on our way to continue to Lockberry Henge to meet the Lockberries.
This really sounds like a Disney afternoon lineup kind of thing.
Right.
Should add some thunder sounds, because there is constant, like, lightning hitting these mountaintops.
Yeah. Are they hitting the beacons?
You can see they're hitting these pillars on top of these the things here. Let's see if I can find a storm.
Storm's coming in.
Storms are brewing, Johnny.
That was thunder.
I can smell it.
Didn't know centaurs could smell storms.
There are some thunders, but it's not like a loop, so whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, let's head to Strawberry Lane. Or Huckleberry Lounge. Whatever it's called.
What else can you smell?
Such whimsical names for such a bleak area.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't always so bleak.
I knew someone who could smell truffles.
I said, what else can you smell? Not other people.
I could smell the centaur who could smell truffles. I mean, normal things. I could smell flowers and fruit, spices, perfume. I mean, it seemed like you were being accusatory, and
no, I wasn't being accusatory. I was asking you a question. You said you could smell the storm, so I wanted to know what other curious things you could smell. You're making it accusatory by assuming that I was being accusatory.
I mean, yeah, I could smell that coming. It's one of those jokes, remember? You gotta, what was it, lighten up?
You're saying I don't have a sense of humor.
No? Why would I say that?
I don't know, but it sounded like that's what you were implying.
Are you just upset that I'm taller now?
No, I quite like that you're taller than me now.
Are you jealous?
Oh, no, you were always taller than me, actually. Aster's only like 5'3", so he's tiny.
I keep thinking Aster's taller because of the legs.
He's so small. No, I like that you're very tall. It's very attractive, actually.
Thank you? I mean... Thank you?
Why are you questioning it? Just take the fucking compliment.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Gives him like a pat on the...
I
was gonna say his back.
Yeah.
On like the meat of his back leg, like that.
Yeah. His back leg kicks twice.
Careful with that thing. You almost took me off the mountain. My God.
It's reactive. It's a knee-jerk reaction for centaurs. Gotta be careful.
Pim.
Yep.
Pim. Hit my leg right where I hit Kal'zi's leg. I want to see if it does the same thing.
We'll line up her hand as best she can and then do like a little like knock on it.
Nothing.
Yes, it's a centaur thing. It's not a...
Well, I mean, we have like almost the same legs.
I have twice as many legs as you, Aster.
But they're essentially the same.
They are not the same. If they were the same...
I can't just run in circles now.
Anyway.
Really? I think they're the same to me. I don't notice a difference between you two.
Thank you very much, Karen. It's slightly racist, but appreciative all the same.
Eventually you do make your way to the henge.
Their first lover's tiff.
Atop a boulder-strewn plateau stands a circle of 8 megaliths. In the center of this henge, a small checkered game board with stone playing pieces rests on the ground near a dying embers of a campfire.
Was somebody just here? We'll do a perception check to see if there's anyone still around. Oh,
I'll take a look at the chess set. Is it set up as like in the middle of a game? Like somebody was playing it?
Okay, so, Karen, perception.
Awful.
Yeah, well, give me investigation. Well, actually, no, it was survival.
They're the exact same.
Yeah, regardless, yeah, they're probably not very high. Kal'zi, you look at the game board and the area around. Like the fire seems like it was put out like really recently. Like it's still like smoking, and you see like little embers. Like it was put out in a hurry. And you look at the game board, and you're not really familiar with the game, but it's similar to like a Dragon's Chess or something like that. Maybe a variation of it.
It looks like it's a game where you have little, like, these square angled pieces, and you have to put them in this grid to make a quilt. But you only pick certain pieces at a time. You have to try and fill in the whole quilt.
They are like little...
Jess was supposed to get that reference.
There are little...
Oh, I understood. Sorry.
Like the pieces seem to be of little hairy creatures in various poses, and they're not like just in a row like they were just starting a game. It's like they're scattered around the game board, and there's very obviously like two sides. Like one is a chalky white color, and one is a onyxy black color.
I'm going to take a quick loop around all of the stones to make sure so nobody is hiding behind them.
Right. You walk around the stones and you don't see anything. Give me a survival check.
17 with my lovely plus
17.
7.
You do see little hooves, like running, like making their way to the pillars, and like disappearing once they reach them. And they're like all, you actually notice as you look down now, like they're kind of all over the place. And they're all running towards the different pillars.
Point that out. I think these pillars might be some sort of escape mechanism or hiding place for these creatures.
Is someone above it? Like they just climbed up?
They might just be afraid of us.
I am not very good at climbing anymore. Someone else is going to have to do that to check to see if they're on top of the things.
I'll do it.
Pimner is already climbing it.
Alright.
Doop, doop, doop. What should I roll for that? Is it acrobatics?
For just climbing?
Yeah.
I think you have a climb speed now. You can just do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it then.
Yeah. As a thief, almost. Yeah, you're good enough where you just kind of climb up.
Mhm.
You do get a good view. See the campfire in the middle with the game board, and you do see a bunch of little hooves just running into the area of the pillars and just disappearing.
They're running away over in that direction. You point to where it is.
But they all stop at the pillars.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they can meld into stone? Like, I knock on the rock. Hello? Anybody in there?
You like could swear you hear something inside the sand.
Does it sound hollow?
Does not sound hollow, but you hear like almost like a muffled voice going, "Stop that! Stop!"
I knock again. Can you come on out here? Knock, knock.
No. Go away.
I'll go away if you come out and talk to us.
Go away.
Okay, I'm leaving. Can you come out now?
Nothing happens.
No, maybe they're not stupid.
Why don't you want to come out?
You don't hear
I
anything.
don't think he wants to talk to us. Let me try again. I'll try this one. Knock, knock. Anyone home?
A hand comes out, like an arm comes out of the rock, and just pushes you away, saying,
Can I grab it?
"You can try."
I will try to grab it.
Yeah, let's do a
athletics. Like
athletics.
grapple?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm slightly good at that. 14.
Ooh, this went out +9, but you were able to grab it.
Wow.
He just starts like struggling. I guess you trying to
pull him out if I can.
Pull out,
Look, it's just coming out. Don't push people.
Karen would like to try running over to go help if there's time.
Come on, Karen, tug of war.
All right, this time, since Karen's gonna give you the help action, give me a athletics or athletics.
May I request that Karen roll one of them and I roll the other, or am I just gonna get the help action?
Could Karen just grab the arm sticking out and just pull it herself?
Yeah, she is much stronger than I am.
Can Karen just grab his horse tail and pull him by there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
Okay. Oh, to get this silly game over with. +7, I got 16.
Are you doing it too, Kal'zi, though? In case you're helping.
Yeah, actually, I think she would. Yeah. Well, comically, yeah, I think it'd be funny just grabbing the tail and just yanking it all back.
Nope.
Hand actually pulls away, back into the stone.
Horses! Now, and then so Karen's gonna storm up and be like, "You see here now. We know you're in there. Please come out. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to have some questions."
Don't want to upset her. She's quite angry. Wants to talk to the rock manager.
I do. I'd like to know who's running the show in there. I am the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival.
She is the queen.
I promise you with my title that we will not hurt you, as long as you're not going to hurt us.
I want you a persuasion check, but you do hear a rumble in the stone that goes, "Prove it."
I think I've actually never used her thing.
I think you did once.
Once, so I have like 2 left of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have 2. It's like, well, alright, I'll prove it. So she'll use one of her charms of the monarch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you get advantage
A pair
on...
of beautiful butterfly wings.
Yeah, I think you get advantage on persuasion checks.
I get +5
Plus
bonus
5.
on all charisma-based ability checks.
Yeah, so give me a persuasion check. So I imagine you run to the middle of the circle, run race through it. Like, what do you do?
Gonna keep strutting in a circle, and then like as the wings go up, they're gonna continue flying up, kind of like around, in like above inside Aster, inside this like kind of the smoke. So that way the smoke's kind of like trailing from the dying fires, like trailing around her, making like a swirl. I am Witchlight Carnival Monarch. Come out now, I promise we will not hurt you.
Right.
And then she'll kind of, I guess, like slow down and more facing towards the rock.
Well, I'm gonna say personified.
So from the stone walks out a Korred. I'll show you a picture of one, so you can't tell from the tokens. Can you see that?
It's not loaded actually. No
Yeah.
picture came
Yeah, it's
through.
like a blank screen.
Yeah.
Little hooved Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Yeah, it's blank for me too, but it has a little picture in the token.
I can see it.
I can.
I can't.
Yeah, weird. Either way, I'll look at the token.
Yeah, I can see the token.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you a big picture of the token. Put it in the Discord.
Oh, cool.
Looks similar to this.
Well,
She goes, "Oh, I haven't seen such a lovely dance in so long." Saying, everyone, come out. Come see the dance." And from each of the pillar steps out another one of these Korreds. And they were just watching in awe of this dance that you're doing.
She's
It's
gonna
like,
start
huh.
incorporating some of her, maybe her, routine that got her the monarch.
Aster's
Pink?
looking at their little legs like, oh my god.
5, 6,
They're
7, 8.
they're like satyr halflings and just covered with hair.
I'm
Do they
gonna
have,
play a
like,
pan
dwarves?
flute. I'm gonna play my pan flute just to give Karen a rhythm to work with.
Okay,
Everyone,
Kal'zi, this is gonna be a 11/13 time signature. You ready?
Oh, I can do that in my sleep.
Okay.
Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum.
And then going
Just
around
imagine
each
that as
one, being like dun, and swirling, going.
one of the chords goes, Queen. It's like, Queen Argantel. Do we finally get to dance?
Oh God.
And she goes, and the sort of the first one that walked out, the Queen, says, "This can't be a coincidence. I take this as a sign. Yes, my brothers and sisters, the Korreds will dance at Lockberry Henge once again." And they all just start cheering. It's like, yay, yay! It's like, everyone, stamp your feet, clap your hands. The Korreds dance once more. But then all the
Do the hokey pokey.
But then all of a sudden you hear a
Uh-oh.
kind of echo through the mountains, and all the
What was
chords
that?
kind of stop. It's like, oh no, like clank, clank.
What was that?
Give me a investigation or a perception. Perception.
I am up in the air, so I don't know if that gave me advantage or
Yeah.
something.
Well, maybe not for seeing.
Uh,
For hearing.
Nope. I don't see anything. What's making all that
Yeah.
noise?
Can I smell anything?
Bunch of hairy little satyr gnomes.
Yeah.
Nothing for me.
So the Korreds grind their teeth and stamp their hooves as the faint sound of pickaxes tapping on stone is carried to them on the wind. Queen Argantel runs to a boulder, picks it up, and hurls it 100 feet in the air in the direction of the noise while she screams, "Death to the Brigandnocks!"
Oh no.
A peal of thunder accompanies this display of anger, and the other chords like, "Yeah, death to the Brigandnocks!" Like, "Oh, he's making a racket!" It's like, "Yeah, why can't they just let us sleep?" And after they get all riled up, and some of them pick up like rocks, start throwing it towards the noise, start kicking stuff.
Hey, no, we don't. What's going on?
Can't you hear that racket? Every day and night, they're just mining away and just don't let us give it a moment's rest.
Well, I do have another casting or two of silence. I guess I could try that.
But after a couple moments, like the noise kind of dies down.
Oh. Didn't even know I could do that.
Like, well, that wasn't you.
Oh. They're from the Brigand Knocks. That's who you're mad at?
When you say their names, they're like the Brigand Knocks. I can't stand them.
Okay, alright.
Not only... I think the Queen might be her own Karen. Not only do the Brigand Knocks keep us awake day and night with their excessive mining, they also held bitter end with their wicked contraptions.
That sounds horrible.
It is horrible. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe that someone would be that inconsiderate.
Helping that old hag build her machines and design her schematics and...
Wait, they're helping her?
It's like, yeah, they helped build her contraptions. Down at the Motherhorn.
Oh. Oh, we can't let that happen. That's not good.
It's like...
When it comes at least to the noise, why not drown it out with, well, you seem to want to dance, so why not make music?
We've been reluctant to dance ever since the bitter end came to Yon. He came here.
I mean, you seem to dance no problem just now.
Oh, we haven't seen dancing in so long. I guess something just came over us. I don't know, those bringing rocks and the rackets kind of put me out of the mood, to be honest. I don't know if we'll ever dance again.
No, don't be such a defeationist. I mean, we actually came here as, wanting to talk to you all about, perhaps, wait, where did our other companions go? They could explain this a little better. They just hid outside, didn't they? We wanted to help taking down and storming the hag's, I guess, castle.
Alright, so Mark, you're listening to the podcast, Mark. A little bit of headache, so we're going to just play a little bit longer. We'll call it a little early. You asked these Korreds if they could, like, help you assault the Motherhorn. And the Queen just says, like, oh, we have to put all our attention of defending ourselves from the Brigand Knocks. We let down our guard. They'll wipe us out, I'm sure.
Can you get them before they get you?
We're not really the fighting type. We put stone statues in front of their mind to try to scare them off.
Didn't you just throw a rock, boulder, like 100 feet?
It's like, one of them comes up, it's like, I guess we are kind of strong, but, like, yeah, we don't really like hurting people.
I don't get that, but I'll try.
But if those brigand rocks try to, come after us, we'll be ready. Saying, you could, we don't like to get our hands dirty, but if you want to go investigate the brigand rocks...
And then Karen just, like, kind of throws up her arms, like, oh, okay, another chore.
Yeah, we'll be
We'll
be in your debt.
Yes, okay. Well, group. Do you think we can just take a quick look over there and see what they are?
Yeah. Get them to stop that infernal racket. And most of all, destroy the machines that they're making for creeping Lynn. For the bitter end.
Well, if we do, agree to not throw any more rocks while we're over there. Just in case.
It's like, oh, they're all in the mines. They were never going to hit them.
It's not them being hit that I'm worried about.
She goes like, well, what are you worried about?
Us being hit.
Oh, that's why you need to go to the cave. She goes, well, you agree to help us out with those, Briganox. Then, I say this is definitely cause for celebration. Who will dance with us today?
I mean, Pim's gonna do it.
Alright, whoever wants to learn the dance of the Korreds.
Either volunteer Kal'zi.
Give me a, yeah, we'll make sure Kal'zi's in there too. Give me a performance check or a athletics check, because it's actually a very intense dance involving picking up rocks and passing them around.
16.
Nice.
I'm just throwing around those rocks with flair. Whoa, Pimner!
Got a little bit of flair.
Alright. We'll look at see what Kal'zi has. Should have the upload. Got the Witchlight, Kal'zi. So probably not strength. Let's roll a d20 for him. 1. Critical fail.
Nice.
He could not dance worth anything with his horse hooves. And, Gray, you didn't do very well either.
Yeah. I like the idea, knows like ballroom dances and stuff like that, but this is a bit too endurance for him.
So as they're doing the roll of jig, you notice the hair on their heads and bodies actually start to move around, like as if on their own, and like kind of dance along with the music. And some of them even like elongate and like pick up like the hair strands, like real thick, almost like ropes in their hair, start picking up like rocks, start like throwing them around, not like playfully, like doing little juggles as they're dancing. And after a moment, they finish their dance, they cheer, and their hair just kind of goes back to normal. And the queen goes, "That was the Korred jig." And she points to Karen, Aster, and Pimner. I believe you two might have mastered it.
Well, I did do dance all throughout high school.
It just was really fun, you know?
She kind of sighs. It's like, one of the reasons we stay hidden is the bitter end covets our hair. She found a way to use them in her machines and control them. Our hair is extremely useful in that fashion, and with this dance you just learned, you can control Korred hair as well.
Really?
Put that on your resume.
Yeah. So, those of you who learned the dance, we just add a note that you learned the Korred dance. Are taught a special jig, and when performed as an action, allows them to manipulate any Korred hair they find in Motherhorn, as if using the Korred's command hair trait. So they can control their own hair, and you have learned to do so too using this dance.
Does it only work on hair that is not on a living Korred's body? Like, the idea of, could I do this dance and make one of the other Korred's hair move without their...
Without their consent? And they all start murmuring. It's like, ooh, how inappropriate. It's like, no, but any hair that she's using in her contraptions, you'll be able to manipulate.
Oh, okay. I'd never do that. I just didn't know how this worked. I'm sorry.
All those cursed brigand contraptions that they built. I mean, I do think the world would be better without them in a lot of cases. One of them goes, "Don't take it that far." It's like, oh, you're right. If only they weren't working for that dreadful hag. So, we have learned that there is a secret tunnel in the Brigand Nock's mind that leads them to Motherhood. So if you want to sneak in, that might be a convenient way.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Sneaky, at least one of us is good at that, I think.
I mean, I don't know if they'll let you in if you knock on the front door, if you know what I mean. Perhaps if you have an invitation.
You could do that?
Well, due to the rules of Prismere, there aren't many locked doors. But that doesn't mean they may not want uninvited guests, so...
I guess there's a difference between unlocked doors and unguarded doors.
One of the Korreds kind of steps forward, and he goes, "Queen, I think we have a game to finish." And he kind of points to the board. She's like, "Oh, yes, I completely forgot. I was just in the process of winning, I believe." He's like, "Ah, you wish." And she looks down at the board. And, like, it's like she's thinking, it's like... She kind of whispers to you, Karen, "But I do admit I do not know the winning move." You wouldn't happen to know the winning move, would you? It's like, "Oh, no cheating." It's like, "I'm not cheating, I'm simply asking for advice."
The second opinion, I am good at all games. So, and what do I roll to, like, think about this?
Give me an insight check. See if slate can beat chalk.
With a 13, what does Karen come to?
Like, you look at the pieces, you think you might be able to grasp, like, what she's trying to do. But the fact is, you have never seen this game in your life. And...
Doesn't stop me from having opinions and advice on it.
Yeah, so you could try to help her.
Well, of course you just go like this, I'm quite sure.
Yep, you just take one of the pieces, move it in a random direction. And the other Korred,
to the left.
the other Korred, named Jagu, it goes like, interesting, but very foolish. And he picks up one of the pieces, moves in directions, knocks that piece over, and just goes, "I win!"
So my move would have won if we were playing by my regional rules. It seems different here. Everyone, let's get going.
The pieces move in different directions. It's like,
Yes,
well, I guess
of course.
I challenge you to a rematch next time we meet. Jagu stands up, saying, "Oh, it's a deal." And they shake hands. They give a little laugh. But for now, I think we lingered here too long, and our dancing may have caused attention to ourselves, so I think we have to retreat back to our clans and our hiding places. But you do promise to destroy the bring and Nox machines and put an end to their dealings with the hag, don't you?
It does seem like it'd be a good idea for everyone if we did that.
Then, thank you very much. You shall ever be friend of the Korreds, your majesty. From one queen to another.
Well, that would be wonderful having a royalty alliance. Maybe something will come up where you could really help us out.
She gives the...
Like storming a...
All the Korreds like give a little bow to not only the Korred Queen, but to you, Karen. It's like, this has gotten the most attention you've ever gotten as the Witchlight monarch. Everyone else is kind of like saying, oh, that's kind of neat, but they're like this is...
yeah.
This is like on par with our queen for sure. Like, did you see her dance and fly around? And the Korreds start to run off. And some of them even like start to walk into the earth like they were walking downstairs, but it's just into the ground. And eventually they're all gone and they leave. Their meeting place is abandoned.
Let's get going.
Is it just me, or did those two, did their queen look very similar to you, Karen? Quite a few similarities.
I like how she carried herself and definitely said what was on her mind.
Yes, definitely not the beard.
As he's kind of vexed, Gleam goes like, "Didn't I tell you that those little Korreds were just Korreds were just adorable? They're like little fuzzballs with hooves."
Yes.
Well, glad you agree.
They definitely had a lot of hair and hooves. Huh.
Honestly, I don't know how to feel how I can control their hair now. It feels a little weird.
You can control their hair? Well, that's...
Yes, by doing a little jig, as they put it.
You liked being in control.
Hair, that's such a personal thing. I'd be so upset.
Well, you wouldn't even need a comb.
Daldor goes, the Dandelion goes, well, that's not what I was expecting at all when you were entering there, that you would come out being able to control hair. Could you control Gleam's hair?
No, it's specifically those things.
Oh, no one is touching my hair, thank you very much. Oh yeah, it's the magic Korred hair, of course. How could I forget? Well, it must be very special if they taught you a dance. When I meet with them, they said they haven't danced in years, ever since Endelin came to power. Right. Let's do a little random encounter here.
Completely random.
Completely random.
All chance.
Shaking the dice. Beep, 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 beep.
Shake it.
Yeah, we can do this one right here. So Gleam kind of... This one's kind of involved. Well, I can do it. Starts kind of walking towards the Bring and Knock Mind. And, you hear a stomp. 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 And you see Pollyanna, the bee, like, become agitated, like, bzz, 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 bzz.
What is that?
What's going on?
What's this? Oh, they don't have a picture of it. Hold on. Oh, they do. Here it is. Okay. But, I can't forget the name of this. Dandelion. Midor. He goes, oh no, it can't be. I thought we escaped that giant brute. Remember how I said that I saved the fair Pollyanna from a giant cyclops beekeeper?
Oh no.
It was a
You didn't
thrilling
actually
tale.
do anything, did you? You just got her and ran away.
Well, I don't know if you ever fought against a cyclops. Bang! Like stomp! Stomp! Stomp!
No, and I don't really have any intention of doing so.
Eh, that's not true, Gray. You stared at one at the carnival. Technically.
Say,
Isn't their depth perception off just a bit?
Everyone, I think we should run.
so in the distance, you see... What can you see? Again, the pictures aren't showing up. Can you see this?
Mud lump. No, I cannot.
I love it.
Oh, I can grace
Just
you.
as a text for me.
Yeah, okay.
Or try restarting mine.
Something very wrong with your roll 20s.
Well, what happened with, like, the characters, then it just kind of stopped.
I did reload my roll 20 if and try putting it up again.
Okay.
Nope.
That's some good artwork.
Got it. Yeah, nice.
Well,
Yep, got it.
Let me try
I
reloading
can't
mine.
see it.
I'm gonna reload roll 20. See
I
if
did.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
Oh well, I'll try it again.
Of course, he has absolutely no protection on the arms, legs, and whatever is under that fur.
Not important. Only the eye is important.
Yeah.
He's got a bident.
There it is. I like him. He looks friendly enough.
Very disturbing for me too. I'm
So
gonna
maybe we just had to refresh.
reach to the page over again so the music starts. There we go. Yeah, so you see this Cyclops, like, over some of the smaller ledges. You just hear, Paulina, where are you? Flower stole Queen Bee. Where are you?
Wait, you're the queen bee?
And the Cyclops catches view of you and sees Emildor. You stole Queen Bee. Warlock need queen to make honey mead. Best mead in yarn. I did not steal the bee. I rescued her. Being forced to make honey all day and night. Bzz, 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 bzz.
I mean, isn't that just what bees do, though?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that just a thing that they do naturally?
Well, I just... but she didn't object. I can speak to animals, you see, and she didn't like it there. The Cyclops starts walking up. Boom, boom, boom. Bring back Queen Bee. Little flower.
I don't think we can beat a Cyclops, everyone. What do we do?
Can we... how fast do you think it can go?
It's like a...
Like,
Mildor kind of, like... Who would he tell? Okay, he speaks up to Aster. He goes, I think you could maybe able to appreciate this, but me and Pollyanna has become close in our journeys, if you know what I mean, and I don't wish to lose her. She says this to Aster. Oh, he says this to Aster.
Aster's just like nodding slowly, like.
He glances back to Kal'zi, who is like just kind of like picking his ear. It's like,
Aster's gonna look at the bee, and even though he cannot speak bee, he's gonna be like, "Did you want him to take you away?"
Very tiny bee blush.
Yeah, the little pink anime thing goes over her cheeks. He just goes up to Emildor, and like the little dandelion head, like, I'll tell them. She says yes.
How do I know that that's what she said, though?
Well, I'm afraid unless
she is following him.
Unless you can speak with animals, you'll just have to take my word for it. But I am an honorable dandelion. I would never lie about something so pure, so magical and life-changing.
Paulina, can you buzz 1 for yes and buzz 2 for no?
Yes.
Okay, alright. So you did ask him, okay.
What's B saying? Give me back B, I need my meat.
Can we run into like the mines or something so he can't follow us because he's too tall?
That sounds like a really good idea. Let's run.
Wardlop, hear you. I hear you.
Alright, you guys go. I'll talk to this thing.
He stomps on the ground. You're not going anywhere.
Right, listen here, pal. Friend. Giant man. Turns out, there are lots of bees in the world.
Many bees, only one queen.
Oh, there's more than one queen bee around, I can guarantee you of that. Look, mate, she just doesn't want to give you honey anymore.
Wardlop need honey.
We can find you another bee to make you honey.
No other bee. Only one bee. One queen bee.
We can find you another queen bee.
Wardlop only find one queen bee.
Well, sorry mate, but your queen bee does not want to be your queen bee.
Don't understand. She like make honey.
Oh, well, maybe she does, but she really also likes the company of that gentleman flower. And would much rather pollinate.
She make honey with flour?
That's what the kids are calling it.
Honey for flour?
Wardlop
better. She make honey for me.
You're a bit too big, mate.
Don't understand. Right.
He's a flower. That's just like, it's in their nature. It's just what they do.
Don't understand.
What?
Why wouldn't she want to make honey for Mudlump?
Did you, like, keep her imprisoned or something? Did you treat her poorly?
Oh, I kept her very safe and gave her lots of nectar.
Aster will turn and look at the bee. Is this true?
But she snuggles up to Emildor's flower.
I really wish I could speak to animals. God, this is making things so difficult. Do I not have anything?
You might have speak with animals as a Fey Wanderer.
That's what I was wondering, but
It may be in your spell list, but you would have to prepare it.
oh, maybe. Okay. I want to...
No speak with animals. But I'm pretty sure that's part of the ranger spell list.
maybe. Well, that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have it prepared. I didn't think I would need it.
All the animals talk here. I didn't think I would have to speak with
Yeah,
them.
right? No, exactly.
A mudlump
Well-
is beginning to look irritated. It's like, be bigger than you, I could just take her.
Look, Mudlump, you could, but you wouldn't feel like a very big man now, would you, if you just...
Mudlump,
lady
very
with a-
big.
No, I meant metaphorically, not literally. You know, that would make you feel bad, because then you'd be taking her by force, and you'd be holding her against her will. And if you love someone, Mudlump, you got to let them go. If she wants to leave, you gotta let her go, mate.
But he's not quite understanding. He's
Yeah,
like, she make honey. I put in mead. Without queen bee, I can't make mead. And I
Get
love
new
mead.
queen. Get new queen.
How about we give you a new queen?
Only one queen.
There's more. I can almost guarantee you. There's more than
We
one.
have a second one, in fact, and ends up holding up a palm, and on it is basically an exact duplicate of the bee, but
my God, I thought
twice
you were
the
talking about
size.
I thought Karen for a second thought that you were
Yeah,
gonna
me
point
too.
to me, and I was just like dagger eyes, like
Don't-
looking at Gray.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, so what do you do? How are you producing this?
I'm essentially doing minor illusion.
Okay. He goes. He calms down. That'd be bigger.
Mhm.
Yes, and can make more mead.
Make more honey. Make more mead.
And if you promise to allow us to keep your old bee, you can have it.
Don't need little bee. I have bigger bee.
Exactly.
He reaches
just-
out his big hand to try to grab it.
It's a little shy. Is it actually holding the little beehive?
Doesn't really describe what's happening, but I think it's like all on his back, you know.
Yeah. Just open up the hatch and it'll fly in for you.
Oh, okay. He like try to reach around to his back, trying to open up the beehive. And, like he can't quite reach, so he starts like spinning around, trying to reach to his back. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
Mark,
Here,
But
here.
it's-
Just crouch down. I'll get it for you.
okay.
Wait, is Karen still flying?
I think it only lasts a minute.
Okay, yeah, then never mind.
Yeah, so you help him open the beehive, and like there's just a swarm of bees just like buzzing around in there, saying, "Quiet, quiet, little bees, time for new queen."
And the illusion will just hover over with a little buzz noise and
Does it
and
have
go
a
inside.
does it have sound, or is it one of those that's only an
Let me
image?
double check.
Well, with the amount of bees
Yeah.
buzzing around anyway, I don't think it would really make a difference.
Okay, yeah, it's one or the other, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's silent, but there's just a bunch of little bee sounds.
and there you go.
You know, the big fat bee flies in there. Say, close the door so bees don't leave.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I got it.
Oh,
All taken care of.
think of all the honey Mudlump will have.
Insane amounts. You'll be able to like open up a shop or something. It'd be crazy.
Meat for himself.
Or yeah, you know, or that too.
You should hurry home and start working on it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, Martha, return home. Make Queen Bee comfortable. I need to make bigger beehive since Queen Bee's so big.
Yes, you do that.
And remember, Mudlump, all's fair in love and war.
Don't understand.
Don't worry about it. May your honey be many and prosperous.
He blinks. Martha, go home. Bye-bye, old bee. Steely flower. He starts to march off.
How did we manage that one?
Where could you find a bee in all these places?
That's also what I'd like to know.
Once the Cyclops is out of sight, does a little flourish with the hand, and another bee is on Gray's hand,
You little bastard.
and then just vanishes into a wisp of smoke.
I really feel like we should run into the mines.
Yeah, we've got limited time, but yeah, let's not be here when he comes back.
Yeah, so you see Mudlup go off. Pretty easy to follow if you would want to. But you are getting closer to the Brainock mine. But that is, I think, the place to call it for tonight.
Okay. I will say that Cyclops is terrifying and I would never want to actually fight it.
Or stare one down.
Don't worry, if he does come back, I can turn myself invisible. Good luck to the rest of you.
Yeah.
Turn myself invisible. Alright, thank you everyone.
Thank you.